Good morning and welcome to a new episode of Running Waters. Right now I'm on board the vessel from 𝐵𝐵𝐵 over to Hjelmeland, and today we're gonna hunt for 4 waterfalls: Hiafossen, Stenningsfossen and Granefossen. I was supposed to do an intro to tell you that this video is part of a vlogmas from Mike and Chris Pereira. They have this Christmas calendar thing going on. I'm gonna talk more about it, but right now I'm gonna get in the car and we're gonna drive off the vessel and into the unknown territory and hunt for some waterfalls. All right, speak to you soon. All right, let's try again. What I was trying to say down at the ferry was that this video actually is part of a vlogmas that Chris and Mike Pereira started, which basically means that this video is part of a playlist which me and a bunch of other outdoor photographers on YouTube are trying to piece together for the month of December. So down in the description box I will link to a playlist so you can check out if you want some free entertainment throughout the month of December and during the holidays. That being said, I'm posting this on December 16th, but I'm filming this in October, so like that. And I've arrived in Hjelmeland, and as I was saying down at the ferry, this is a Running Waters episode. And I have not seen any of these waterfalls before, and I've tried to do as little research as possible on the internet before arriving here, because I want to be as surprised as you are when I see them. And the goal for this hike is to photograph each of the 4 waterfalls. I've been planning this trip for a few months now because this summer it was really dry, and these last couple of weeks it's been raining and raining and raining and raining, and yesterday it was a full storm and I went out with the camera and I got some really nice photographs, but that's another tale. But today it's a little weather window where it's completely quiet and the weather is beautiful, and down in this valley, Årdal, it's still fall. The leaves are on the trees, and I'm really looking forward to a beautiful hike through some fall landscape in search of these waterfalls. And since it's been raining so much, I think they're filled to the brim with water. It's gonna be magnificent, so this is gonna be a day to remember. I have walked approximately 500 meters from where I parked the car, and it seems like I've arrived some kind of a crossroads, because if I take a right here, that will take me to 𝐷𝐿𝐴𝐿, and if I continue on the left and following the river Storåna, I will arrive at Hiafossen, Stenningsfossen and Granefossen. So what I planned down at the car, when I arrived at this point, I will flip a coin, and I will, if I get kron, which I think it's heads in English, then I will continue to Hiafossen, and if I get tails, I will take the route to Røde. So let's see, heads or tails. All right, we got heads, so that means we'll visit Hiafossen first and then Røde afterwards. There it is, Hiafossen. But first we need to find 𝐔𝐤𝐽𝐿. Down there you can see 𝐔𝐤𝐽𝐿, and right up above it you can see Hiafossen, so they're pretty close together. We found the first waterfall, 𝐔𝐤𝐽𝐿, and if I go further down there I will get a much better overview of the waterfall, but from where I'm standing right here on this tuft of grass, I get the little rain river in the front, as well as some of the tufts which I'm standing on, which kind of frames in the composition very nicely. I'm using a fast shutter to not blur the water out, because I really like it when the waterfall is crisp and clear. I really like it. I'm gonna move further down and take a picture from down there so I can get the whole waterfall upwards. But this is a great start. This waterfall is a bit bigger than I first thought, so this is a giant plus. Just as I thought, after I got down here, I got the full overview of 𝐔𝐤𝐽𝐿 upwards towards the valley. And what a magnificent waterfall! I really like the snow-covered mountains behind it, but in order to kind of balance the scene with the mountains and the dark waterfall in front, I had to use a gradient filter, and I really hope this works. It might be the favorite photograph so far from this hike. Really like it. This is only the first waterfall, so I need to get going. I spent way too much time here. Right behind me is the second waterfall of the day, Hiafossen. And as you can see, there are two waterfalls at the top, and they combine at the end before it runs into the river Storona. And what I like about this scene is the snow-covered mountains in the background. Of course the waterfall, but the lake itself, it can be a bit too much. So I opted to use a 6-stop filter to kind of smoothen everything out. And normally I'm not a huge fan of those kind of filters when photographing waterfalls, because I think sometimes it can add a bit too much effect, and I like to capture the waterfall with all its power. But at this scene I kind of like it, so I think I'm gonna go with that, and I'm gonna photograph one without as well, and when I get back I can see which one I prefer the most. But I really like this waterfall, and I really like this spot that I found right here next to the river, and I still have 2 more waterfalls to go, and I have absolutely no idea where they are, and the clock is ticking, so I need to find them. This is great. This has been a beautiful day so far. Fantastic. You know what? This valley right here, it really reminds me of waterfall paradise, 𝐔𝐿𝐴. You know, the valley. I've been a couple of times and I've been camping there with the 4 waterfalls coming right after each other. I get the same feeling from this place. It's absolutely beautiful, and everywhere I walk I find places that I want to return to at different times of the year and just try something new. And the result of that is that I'm using way more time than I initially planned. So I don't think I can make the last waterfall, Hiafossen, where I flipped the coin. I don't think I'll be able to make that waterfall today, to be honest. It's late October, the day is starting to end, and there simply ain't enough time. I promise I'll get to that waterfall a different time. But for now, I just want to enjoy these few hours I have up here left. I don't want to rush this because I really like it. And right now I took a picture of the entire valley and the waterfall in front, and I think it's just, I don't want to rush this. I want to enjoy this. I want to see the last waterfall, and I heard rumors of a little attraction up here, a little tourist attraction called Hiafossen. It's kind of like a rock stuck in between 2 mountains, so I'm going to find that and see what that's all about. And I'm just going to take my time. If I'm going to make that other waterfall, I need to run back down to where I flipped the coin and run to the other waterfall, and then maybe I'll make it before it gets dark, but I don't want to do that. I'll do it another time, I promise. Right behind me now, you can see the waterfall Hiafossen, which is the 3rd and final waterfall you will encounter in this valley. You can see the waterfall just cascading down into smaller rivers before it bends around, coming towards and starts towards the next waterfall. And I don't know, I just feel calm. It's the same feeling I get in 𝐔𝐿𝐴, and it's just something about these kinds of valleys with these kinds of waterfall and the sound. It just I love it. I think it deserves a photograph. I'm not sure how I will work it just yet, but for now I just want to enjoy some peace and quiet at this spot, this very spot. I don't know about you, but for me that looked like a wild boar getting a shower in Hiafossen. I got my photograph. Check, check, check. All 3 waterfalls are photographed. Mission accomplished. Except for Hiafossen. I need to go see that one. En dag skal jeg klatre den fjellveggen, mamma. So, this is it. The world famous Hiafossen. It reminds me of another stone in Norway. I won't tell you which. If you know what I talk about, you know what I talk about. Here we are at the end of a beautiful day, and I could not have asked for a better backdrop to do my outro to. What a day. It was too bad I didn't get to film and document the fourth waterfall, Hiafossen, but to be honest, what did I expect? I moved into a completely new valley filled to the brim with waterfalls during the late bits of autumn. And I expected that I would have time to film 4 waterfalls. I bit over way more than I could chew. Anyway, I've had a blast today. It's been magnificent, and this is not the final time I'm here. Next time I'm here, I'm bringing a tent because I want the sunset over this. I want it all, and this is fantastic. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and Merry Christmas, I suppose. Take care.